Someone with 50k subs said what I said twice. Oh my god. This is what happens when you're in a stream where the chat's readable. So, we've got the Inkborne origin here by 𝓵𝓷𝓷𝓴𝓼. This is a high impact origin. A witch's brew mixed with spilled ink and created an Inkborne. Ink Rush. This is your primary ability. A fast slide forwards that allows you to climb up walls. Using this will cause you to take damage. While sliding, you'll be unaffected by arrows. So what if we go to survival mode here? I know, right? Oh, okay. It doesn't have any form of effect to let you know you've toggled it. Whilst you don't press G, you move fairly quickly. That's probably something we'll find out later. So I press G. When you sprint, you start sliding. You start taking half a heart damage every like second or so. And you can move around quite fast. It's kind of like a Splatoon squid thing. Should probably stop doing that. But it does slowly kill you. That's interesting. So it's like the Inkling, really, this ability. Because like you move around, you can jump, it's sliding faster, but it does deal a fair bit of damage over time. And can strays survive? No, it can't. But in G, so if you're not sliding, you can't be immune to it. But if you're sliding, come on. He's missing, or is he hitting? I don't think that hit there. That was definitely a stray though. Hello viewers of the future, I hope you're enjoying this wonderful stream and I hope you're having a good day. If you do not subscribe, I have 3 Mafia members after you. You better make sure you guys subscribe then. So you know when this ability is active, because you do start taking damage, it takes a few moments to actually activate after you press G, but then once it activates, you start slowly taking some damage. And wait, does the FOV change? Yeah, the FOV kind of zooms out a little bit too, so your FOV increases when you use this ability. So it's another way to tell if you've got it active or not. Blot Burst, a secondary ability. Creates an explosion of ink that causes blindness and slowness 2 for 10 seconds. This has a 30-second cooldown. Is there a third-person animation? Good question. It's basically you're swimming. That's funny. So, the ink is literally just a splash of ink around you. So if we summon a husk here, the age-old, he's gonna follow me now. Don't want to let him hit me. I want this to charge up first. You know, the black bar is kind of a bit funny because you can't actually see if it's charging or not because it's black on black. I can barely see it because it's like just a slightly different shade of black, which is funny. But yeah, if we hit Y, yeah, okay, the husk is noticeably far slower. Unfortunately, I don't believe blindness affects mobs, but slowness definitely does. Yeah, there you are. You can see his speed pick back up again once the slowness wears off. That's interesting. It's also a nice little burst of just black ink around you. Yeah, we do that. He slows right back down again. And you can pretty much just move away at pretty quick speed. Like, this could be really useful to get out of situations where you're surrounded by mobs. Because you can just slow down everybody and run. Or by player. Yeah, true. Shifting shape. Your anamorphous body allows you to phase into any wool or carpet blocks while preventing you from taking fall damage. Okay, so if we just jump. Okay, that was the husk doing that damage there. What a dick. Get over here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Get out of here. He gave me iron. What was that? Okay. So if we take this here, we just fall. Yeah, so you don't take fall damage on wool. So if we just jump this direction instead. No, you don't take fall damage at all. Could you make a video on how to play Java for beginners like? Well, I will say this. I'm not an amazing Java player. I'm just mediocre. Adding mods and stuff. Oh. Oh. Wait, chat. You guys are onto something here. Maybe you can walk through wool like a phantom. That seems to be case. Because, yeah, like, you don't walk through that. Then you walk through here. Bro tried using a marker. Inkborne body. Your new body is smaller in size and has a dark complexion. So I'm going to assume you're probably meant to be like 1 block or half a block. So ignore the size. I definitely don't have the right mod installed for that. I'll probably quickly do that in between origins. But as you can see, your skin is a bit darker than usual. You're a bit inky. Someone spilled black dye all over you. Dyed diet. You can't eat normal food, but you can eat any dye and ink sacs. How about carpet? I mean, carpet's carpet. So anyway, let's go to the other thing. So, inedible, yeah, literally every food on the planet's inedible. That's hilarious. Then, oh yeah, it's one of those type of things. You just simply right-click to consume, effectively. Slippery feet. Ink is not famous for its grip or traction. Nah, really? So when you slide around, when moving. Only crashing will negate this, but ink rush is not affected. What's ink rush? Is that later? Or is that the first ability? Oh, that's the first ability. I'm a flippin' numbnut. Okay. So, yeah, you slide around. By magical stuff, he means the magical... No, we're meant to be a somewhat kid-friendly person here, okay? So yeah, you slippy slide, but when you crouch, you stop slippy slidey. But if you press G, you still slippy slide when crouching, except for when you... I don't know. Oh yeah, so you can't press shift to get out of this. You have to press space. Get out of that ability. Interesting, interesting. Water soluble. Ink dissipates in water and will cause you to take damage and make you fade away. So you're telling me I'm going to need some water for this? I am just ignoring what you're saying in the chat right now. You know, yeah, that's what we want. So if we just go to survival mode and jump in water. Yeah, we start taking damage from water. Oh. But it's only when it's like a water source block. That's interesting. So if it's a water source block, you take damage, but if you leave a water source block, you don't take damage. Rookie developer, I don't think that's intentional. Yeah, I don't think it would be. It's just a quirk. I love the quirks of Origins. It's funny looking at how quirky they can get, but clearly that's a quirk to it. Flammable form. Your ink came from alcohol, making you far more susceptible to flames. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of not amazing to be both weak to water and take extra damage from fire, but yeah, I can see how that works. Makes some sense. That's funny. Oh, good. Okay, so fire seems to take a lot less. Fire's not bad. It's the whole lava absolutely murders. Jesus. How about in rain? Good question. Yeah, you seem to be perfectly fine in rain. Probably not intentional quirk, but it's there. I suppose. But yeah, that's the Inkborne origin. So, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the video on the end screen currently. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Anyway, back to the live stream.